Hi, my name is Ryan Atkins, and this is the This Is Me project for the fundamentals of communication. One of my hobbies is actually making stories, and this hobby has helped me to become a more creative and entertaining person. And it all started in kindergarten, when one day me and my friends were really bored. So I had the idea of creating our own action figures, where we would just draw figures of people and then just cut them out. And from there, we started to create our own stories from the action figures of whatever things we imagined. Since then, for over a decade and a half, I've continued to create and develop a whole array of characters and stories that I have grown greatly attached to. And thankfully, I have had friends and family who continue to support me, so that one day I might be able to share those stories with the rest of the world. Another one of my hobbies, and even my entire family's hobby, has been swimming. And that tradition started with my grandparents. You see, my grandfather never learned how to swim, but he didn't want his kids to go through life without that skill. So he had them go through swimming lessons. But from there, his kids gained an interest in swimming. And after the lessons, they joined a swim team and continued their swimming career. Some of them continued even through college. And by the time my relatives and I were born, our parents did the same thing by putting us through swim lessons, where we would also develop our interest in swimming and would continue to further our swimming careers ourselves, even to the point where some of us went through college competitively swimming as well. However, even though I also had an interest in swimming, I never was as devoted to it as some of my relatives were. So, after many years of being on a summer swim league and being on the high school swim team all 4 years, I decided to hang up my suit. But that hasn't stopped me from occasionally going and swimming a few laps. And my interest in swimming even helped me get my first job as a lifeguard, which I continued to be for 4 years. Finally, a third hobby that I have is just simply learning, especially when it has something to do with history or animals or even conceptual theories. This hobby all started with my grandparents taking me as often as they could to places like the zoo, the aquarium, or my personal favorite, the Natural History Museum. And not only did they take me to those places, but they also would always, on any special occasion, give me a book that was either about animals, natural history, or space. And even though most kids would eventually become uninterested in these topics, I never did. Instead, I would always want to learn more. And even now, whenever I can, I will always try to go out of my way to learn something new. In the end, all these things have helped me be a better me. I am who I am because of these hobbies and the family and friends who have been influential to the making of them. And whether I realize it or not, they have also helped me to become a more responsible person and a better communicator. Because of my creative nature, I was able to go to the state speech and debate tournament twice and win second place for impromptu speaking. Because of my skill in swimming, becoming a lifeguard became easier, and I have maintained that job for so long, even my superiors will occasionally ask me for advice. And because of my ability to want to learn, I maintain a wondrous outlook on life. Because my self-concept is a person fueled by their imagination, skill, knowledge, and sense of wonder, I have an overall positive self-esteem. Thank you for listening.